This is Scott Smith with Baker Brokers. It's good to see you again. Hey, listen, if you like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, and you'll be able to see all of our videos and get notices when new videos come up. We really appreciate that. So it's middle of summer. It's starting to get a little toasty outside. Glad we're inside in the air conditioning. This past weekend, I don't know if how many of you know this, but we're located in Tennessee. We have the fortunate of going outside and looking up, and Smoky Mountains aren't too far away, and that's not a bad backdrop to live by. My little town just outside of Knoxville is called Powell, and we had our annual Blackberry Festival. Nice, good. Didn't get to eat a lot of blackberries, but it was nice. So we grew up here, so we support our community. So we put up a tent and was giving out freebies and shaking hands and loving and hugging on people and saying, "Hey, how's your mama?" All that kind of stuff. And people were coming by, and because they know who we are and what we do and such and the like, they were saying, "So how's the economy and what do you think I should be doing?" And I told him, I says, more now than ever, I think it's really important for us to understand what diversification is and that we truly take it upon ourselves, no matter our situation currently in life, to be diversified. Now, some people who've been trained to only invest in have their 401k in their home and contribute maximum to the Social Security. They've been trained to say, well, my house is going to be paid off when I retire, hopefully, and I'm going to have a chunk in my 401k money, and then I'm going to have a nice little check come in from my Social Security, and I think I'll be okay. And they think they're diversified because their broker put them in 5 or 6 different funds. And so voila, they're told they're diversified. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not diversification at all. That's just different shape, different chairs that you possess, but they're on the same deck of the same ship in the same ocean. So that's not diversification. Diversification is where you have some money in the stock market, but you also have money in precious metals, and you have money in real estate, and you have your money in other ventures like investing in a business um, that's making money for you because you always want to have some passive income. And where we help out a lot is in safe money contracts. Now, and I tell you what I tell my friends and what I was telling the people at the Blackberry Festival this weekend was the closer you get to retirement, you don't think about it as much as when you're 35 or 40. Oh gosh, I'm not there anymore. But after you're 40 and you click to 45 and you click to 50 and you click to 55, the more you think, wow, this race, man, it's about over, and I'm about to start the new chapter after I hit this finish line called retirement. And then you start looking down, and then you start realizing this great advice that your 401k people have been telling you, mainly some person out of HR, that they're promised that if you feed the pig on your 401k and get your house paid off and hunker down with your Social Security, you're going to be okay. And then you start doing the math and you say, oh, I don't think that's going to work out too well. Because reality is when you get to retirement, not everybody has their house paid off, unfortunately. And and so if the other thing too, and man, I've had family members, and this has just really disappointed people, is that when you retire and you're double income retired, That's okay, but what if there's a divorce? You don't have double Social Security checks anymore, and you don't have double 401ks anymore. Um, what is if your spouse dies, you get to inherit their 401k and you got to invest it, but you're down to one 401k and one Social Security check. That Social Security check, $1,800, $2,400, $3,000 a month, it's gone. Then things get a little tight. And so we start wondering what to do. So you look at all the variables, or your other people. The biggest growing demographic is people that are turning 50 and 60 and they've never been married. There's a lot of forever singles out there, and it's just them, and it's only going to be up to them. So what do you do? Well, you turn to people like banker brokers, us, be it bankerbrokers.com, and you say, help me not run out of money. And so I'll be asking, what have you done with your house? What kind of other real estate investments have you made? You know, have you gotten into owning part of a business with some passive income? What have you done about precious metals, getting your gold and silver? Uh, and then, the closer you get to retirement, you need to make sure that your 401ks that money that you still have in your 401ks that it's not risky. Oh my gosh, you're in your 60s and you're risking stuff in the mutual funds. No. But the other thing I tell people, I says the closer you get to 50, and definitely when you get beyond 50, you need to be looking at safe money contracts. Now, there's two different kinds. There's the kind which we called FIAs, and FIAs take your 401k, or, people have 5 or 7 different careers, 9, 10 different jobs. I've seen people out there with as many as 13 and 14 401ks floating around. You know what that means? That means that they've got 401k money in businesses and companies that they were at maybe 2 or 3 years, but it's just stay there. And so somebody else, all these years later, 25 years later, there's somebody else that's in control of your 401k money, not you. So the one thing that we first do is with FIAs is we say, okay, all your previous employers, uh, let's at least take half of that and put it into a safe money contract. A safe money contract allows you to experience the financial gains of the stock market, but it ensures that you'll never lose any money in the stock market. So instead of your finances going up and down and up and down and up and down like a roller coaster, they go up and sideways, up and sideways, up and sideways like stair steps. Would you rather have stair steps than a roller coaster when it comes to the money? I think so. And so, uh, by the time that you retire, when you're at 65 or 67, you need to make sure that most, if not all, your money is insured in safe money contracts to where you don't lose out. Now, some people have done well and they says, well, we're going to be fine. We just want to be able to live on the interest of our safe money contracts. I've got a lot of family members that do that. I got friends that do that. And that's fine. If you've already saved enough and earned enough, then there's some people that say, gosh, I hate to admit it. It pains me to tell you that I've not been as responsible as I've wanted to, but there's just not enough money there. So for those people, we make the decision to say, okay, we can find you enough money. And we'll use an FIA, but we won't be working out of the principal. We're just going to earn your FIA completely on. We won't be able to guarantee that there will be any money left for heirs at the time of your passing, but we'll guarantee until you pass, you will never not have a paycheck, and your paycheck will have COLAs, cost of living increases. Oh, that's good, right? I think so. Now, for the people who do plan ahead, let's say that you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s. Maybe you're an independent contractor. Maybe you own your own business. You're successful, but you never know what we never know. None of us do what's going to be coming down the pike later on. And so what we have is something from a system called ILIA. Now, this is fantastic. ILIA says, give us an X amount of money, and then here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your X amount of money, and you're going to give us X amount of money every year for 5 years. Every year for 5 years. And if you give us X amount of money every year for 5 years, when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 40s, early 50s, then we'll guarantee that when you retire, uh, there's going to be a bank out there that's going to contribute, that's going to pay for it. A bank is going to pay for your retirement. And that the cat's pajamas. So what if you gave, let's say, $1,000, and by you giving $1,000, the bank would kick in another $1,000, which means if you had just set aside $1,000 by yourself, you would have had, let's say, uh, 40 coins a month to retire on. But no, not 40 coins a month if you have the bank finance it for you. How would you like to have 85 coins a month instead of 40? Well, that's possible when you use our ILIA system. Imagine that. Have Mr. Bank pay for your retirement. And it's all tax free too. That's what we love about safe money contracts. Tax free with the ILIA plan. Oh, there's lots to talk about and a lot more things. And we'll be getting back to you with another video. But, if you're curious about, gosh, am I going to have enough money to retire? And what am I going to do with my 401k? What can I do with safe money contracts? What can I do with FIAs and ILIAs? And exactly what are these things? And can you promise me that I can retire and not run out of money and still be comfortable and live in dignity? No, this is a question that people in their 60s ask, of course, but it's also questions that people in their 50s ask, people in their 40s ask. 30s, not so much. A few of us. I was thinking about it a little bit. So anyway, if you want us to help you not run out of money and live comfortable with a little bit of dignity, you know, might be a good idea to give us a call, contact us. Go to www.bankerbrokers.com. That's www.bankerbrokers.com. Contact us. That'd be great. We're pretty good at answering emails, and tell you what, me or one of my two staff members will call you up and we'll set up an appointment and we'll talk to you. And you don't have to be right here in God's country, Tennessee. You could be in North Carolina on the other side of the hill. You can be in Utah. You can be down in Georgia. I don't care where you are. We'll talk to you. We're friendly and we make friends easy. www.bankerbrokers.com. And if you like the video, hit subscribe. Thank you, and you have a good day.